How we doing? My name's Ben. Maybe you're in the dark night of the soul. Maybe your life's changing very fast. Well, this video, I'm going to be talking about change. But not in the change of when you're in the dark night of the soul and you're changing jobs, you're moving house, all that happening really quite fast and you're not in control of what's happening. So not going to talk about that kind of change. I'm going to be talking about maybe subtle changes to your routine or just a change. Just little changes in your life, because we don't like change. Our mind likes the familiar. We like to have a routine. A routine is very good. But subtle changes in your circumstances. I'll talk to a situation that happened with me the other day that released a big trauma in me. I was in a job. If you found my dark night of the soul, a lot of my dark night of the soul, most of it is to do with the job. I was in a sales job for many years and I hated going to work. Literally woke up, threw up, just hated my job. And this crazy thing was, I was really good at my job, very good, but it meant nothing to me. I just fell into it when I left school. I don't fit in this world if you've watched my videos. But this change is what come up. So with the awakening, I don't do a sales job anymore. I do garden work, which for me is heaven. It's just mental stillness. It's wonderful. I'm so grateful when I saw 11:11. At the time I thought, wow, what do I want to go and do that job for? I wasn't working. But now it's just such freedom. But anyway, this change that come in, it's going to sound maybe a pointless story to you, but I'll talk through how it brought this trauma up. I use a lawnmower in my job, and I went and bought another lawnmower. When I got it back, well, I tried it, everything was right, and it didn't perform like my other lawnmower. It didn't cut as quick. The propel on it wasn't as fast. Anyway, I just got all these negative things why I didn't like it. So I put it in my garden and I tried to sell it, and I didn't sell it. Anyway, I took it out the other day and I thought, I'm going to use it. It made a fantastic job. It did other things that the other one didn't do. And then, wow, I got this massive link to this trauma from that previous job. Is my previous job, with it being sales, they used to get people in to try and get more sales, trying to show us how to do the job, these people that had never done the job themselves. So it brought loads of resentment up. So they used to implement changes in this company and it never used to do anything. What we were doing was working fine. They wanted more sales, which salespeople do, but it didn't create any more. Anyway, that was loads of resentment for me. But the point with this lawnmower is when I got changed, just little subtle changes in what I was doing, it brought up that wound. It brought up that resentment that I thought, oh, I've made a mistake, I bought that lawnmower. I hadn't made a mistake, that's just what happened at that time. And it was really weird that work has such an influence on us. And if you're getting these little changes, just run with them. Just allow it to play out. It seems maybe a pointless story to you, that, but it was weird. I was using a stone at the time called zincite as well. And this is wonderful. I've got so much more energy now. If you're coming out of the dark night of the soul, maybe have a look at that. My energy systems feel, and it works on depleted energy. And it releases a lot of trauma. And that was a lot of trauma for me at that time. Going to a job where people were coming in and justifying their existences. That was it. I could never work in an organisation again, never. But it brought resentment because I'm so open and sensitive. I used to know what was going to happen before I even went to work, because I could get tapped in then. So it was just hell for me, which I'm going to do some other videos about. So change, guys. If there's subtle changes coming in, little subtle changes, allow them. It was wonderful just to release that. Doesn't matter what's happening with the content. It's the trauma that's inside you. Probably going to be resisting a subtle change where what's coming in is trying to help you, but you've got that trauma in you, and it's not going to be related to this that's happening. So change. Could say we love, our mind loves the same script. It gets comfortable. So the subtle changes are lovely. The big changes, we just come in and deal with them. We have to. Like I moved here, total change of job. Just it's going to happen in the awakening. But change is there for you to heal more traumas in your body. So allow change. Step out of the normal routine, and the new will come flooding in.